Everybody, welcome back. Glad to see you. Thanks for watching and subscribing, all my new subscribers. The Islanders.
Is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring at a combined weight of 500 pounds, the Islanders.
Power intimidation walking to the ring. These guys weren't flashy. They just like hurting people. And as you know, Haku may have been one of the toughest men in wrestling, also known as Meng, and also the King Tonga. I think it was King Haku at one time also. And of course, Tama Rikishi's twin brother. And here comes the Midnight Express.
At a combined weight of 528 pounds, the Midnight Express.
One of the greatest tag teams ever, the Midnight Express. Either with Bobby Eaton with Stanley or Bobby Eaton with Dennis Condrey. They were one of the greatest. Bobby Eaton, of course, passed away a year or two ago, I believe. And he'll be missed, definitely. He is missed. But yeah, speed, time, and arrogance, and teamwork. I love watching these guys. When I watched the NWA back on TBS in the day, in this particular ring, they were there. I think I need to change the ring ropes, though. I think all the ropes were blue, weren't they? I'm going to have to go back and look at that. I don't know. But here we go. All we're missing is Jim Cornette with his tennis racket. Yeah, I'm going to change their robes with those outfits also, because those robes don't match those outfits. That's a little fashion sense right there. Yeah, there's Tomaton Kid. Doesn't even look like him, but, you know, yeah, what can you do? On WWE 2K25, I believe they are in-game, I think. That's part of the bloodline. Of course, Tama's part of the bloodline, not Haku, but, yeah, he's a friend of the family, right? Yeah, Tama brought the speed to balance out Haku's power, and he was and I don't know if he was taller than Haku, but he looked taller than him here, and they hopefully they did them a little bit better. This is a fan created on WWE 2K24, so hopefully on 25 they were better. I didn't buy that game. They were pretty fun to watch. I liked them, even when they were faces, when they turned to heels too. Yeah. They weren't working too well as faces, so they had to turn them to heels. And if you remember them going against the British Bulldogs, kidnapping Matilda, all that kind of stuff. And actually, I mean, weren't they... Yeah, they were managed by Bobby the Brain Heenan at that point right there, weren't they? So they could be considered part of the Heenan family, right? Yeah. Beautiful Bobby Eaton was smooth as silk in the ring. If you looked at him, he wasn't the most, you know, wow, look at this guy, he's awesome looking, but he was a pretty good wrestler. Yeah, I remember watching both of these teams as a kid, and I enjoyed them. Here comes Haku, or Ming, as he's known also when he was in WCW. I guess this is a... Oh no, I was thinking, what is this? Some type of tag team finishing move? What's going on there? It might have been, but... So far, the Islanders are... in control of this match. Hopefully Midnight Express could come back. Yeah, Stan Lane always wore the shorts, and Bobby Eaton wore the pants. Superplex. Here comes Bobby Eaton. He's still not back up to full strength yet, but I think the Islanders are going to win this one. Which sometimes you get those matches where it's like, wait, what happened here? I mean, they didn't do no offense and they win, which I hate those type of matches. Sometimes that happens though. Tama back up to the top rope. Gonna do another superplex. What the heck? Another one. I don't recall him doing superplexes too often, but yeah. So both wrestlers have a great reversal by Bobby Eaton. And Tama misses with some body splash there, or not body press. But he gets Bobby right back under control. Tag. Here we come with a double team action. Double shoulder block. It could be over. Bobby Eaton with a springboard connects it with a forearm to the back of Haku's neck. Midnight Express are going to need some double or team action. Keep them in the corner. They got to get this match under control if they want to win it. Stan Lane misses with the elbow. But those elbows don't miss to the midsection of Haku. Stan Lane has Haku up. Clothesline on the top rope. Now Bobby Eaton shouldn't be celebrating yet. Punch to the midsection, right to the gut. So it looks like Midnight Express are changing the tide a little bit here, which was good for them because I thought this match was going to be over early. Now, if he'd be smarter to do the other arm on Haku, because that's the arm he gives the Tonga death grip with. But, yeah. That's like trying to say, hey, you know, I don't know if Spock could give the Spock death grip with both hands, but, you know. I don't know if Haku could do that. Who knows? Yeah, Tama, also known as a Tonga Kid back in his young days, before he became Tama. I don't know what happened to Tama. He was in the NWA at one point with some of the other guys. What they become the Samoan SWAT team or something. He was in there for a little while, but then when they came back to WWF, or maybe even before they came back, he disappeared. They came back, became the Head Shrinkers. He just disappeared. I guess he did territory type stuff. I'm not sure if he was banned from WWF or what happened to him, you know. But of course, Rikishi comes along, which was part of the NWA. I believe he was part of the Samoan SWAT team and the Head Shrinkers. And then, of course, Rikishi got big like later on and became even more famous as Rikishi. But his brother here, Tama, just didn't yeah, I mean, his most famous times were as the Tonga Kid and Tama of the Islanders. He did tag team with Jimmy Superfly Snuka at one time. Also, I believe they were called the Pacific Connection or something like that. Tama misses off the top rope but gets the body press. Hooks the leg. Could it be over? Stan Lane is not real healthy. Stan Lane kicks out. And Tama's upset. But Stan Lane needs to get to the corner to tag Bobby, get Bobby back in there. Bobby is almost fully fresh. Like a fresh batch of southern cornbread. Flying knee. Knee to the, what's that, peroneal nerve? I don't know what the hell kind of nerve's on the side of the leg, but I know there's a nerve there. This is an exciting match. And Stan Lane showing his athleticism and balance. Cover. No, doesn't hook the leg. And Tama gets out just with a 1 count. Stan Lane, that little lane, that should tell you something. Get the tag in. Come on, I'm stuttering. This match is so exciting. Throws Bobby off the top rope with a shoulder block. Oh, that's gonna hurt. The old clap around the head. Russian leg sweep. Rolls over and gives Tama some rights. Yeah. They would have an even slighter edge if Cornette was ringside. And I know Cornette's watching this match because he just loves his Midnight Express, man. That was a devastating move right there and there's the Tonga Death Grip, or the reverse one. The Death Grip was from the front though, right? Stan Lane comes in, not the legal man. Bobby Eaton rolls out, but Haku's just giving it to Stan Lane now. Bobby Eaton's late, is it? Maybe Stan Lane is the legal man. I thought Bobby was. Oh well. The ref didn't count it all. If Bobby is the what the. Now the ref starts counting for one of them being in the ring. I think Bobby Eaton is the legal guy. What do you call that move? I can't remember. This might be Bobby Eaton's finishing move right here off the top rope. Elbow drop. Tama gets in there too close to the corner, and Tama saves Haku. Now Bobby Eaton's wondering what to do. A little miscommunication. Was going to go for the tag, then okay, gets Haku to the ring, to the corner. More exciting than I thought it would be, folks. More exciting. This is a dream match. Who would have thought? Imagine if WWF bought NWA at that time instead of Ted Turner. Or imagine if they agreed to some type of Super Bowl type event instead of WrestleMania. You know, say they had a second pay-per-view event where they had their wrestlers meet up against their wrestlers. I think that would have been good. I think AWA and NWA did a couple things like that before. Back in the 80s, just to compete with the WWF, I guess. I'm not sure if one of the Super Clashes had both NWA and AWA. I think it was only one time they did that. The rest of the Super Clashes were an AWA event. I could be wrong. Let me know. Tama with the cover. Gets a 1 count. Yeah, so these guys are being resilient tonight. I thought this was going to be a quick match, and it's not. Nice suplex by Tama. Going to the top rope. Going to the top rope. Bobby Eaton was going to knock him off. Big body splash by Tama. Bobby Eaton with the save. That could have been over. Pandemonium going on here. Stanley with a good knee to Haku on the outside. Needs to get back in the ring, though. Not worry about Haku. Oh, he misses with that kneeling uppercut. Big time miss. Oh, Stanley's head's busted open. I think the clock is ticking for the Midnight Express. It's 2 minutes to midnight. Stan Lane trying to do something here. Oh, bounced him off the top rope and give him a backbreaker. But Haku comes in and saves the day again. Whoa, whoever's partner doesn't come in to make a save, this match is over with when that happens. Because I think all 4 men are, probably Haku's the freshest probably, but this has turned out to be a really good match. Bobby back to the top rope. It's going to be a flying elbow. No, it's his patented sit-down move. Flying sit-out or whatever you want to call it. It's over. The Midnight Express win. What a match. What a match.
Here are your winners, the Midnight Express.
Midnight Express win it. That was a pretty good match, y'all. Thanks for watching, subscribing. Any comments you'd like to make, any matches? I'm doing all random matches, mostly 80s wrestlers, some early to mid-90s, 95, 96. Maybe a couple 97s in there, but nothing with the NWO or that type of stuff. Not yet. Yeah, someday I might buy the next WWE 2K game. I'm just not happy with the reviews on the 26th. So I'm hesitant. I might still buy it eventually. I probably should buy it now so I can start grinding so I get all the legends that are in the game, because you're going to have to grind apparently to get a lot of the legends, which is crazy. But anyhow, thanks for watching. Have a great night or a great day. See you on the next one.